Hi, I'm Insane Rider, and welcome to the channel, The Budget Gamer. Let's review the movie theater working, movie projector wielding Buster. If you follow my Scary Tales series, you'll know that Buster has a dark and morbid hidden second life as Star Park's resident psychopath. With his victim count quickly increasing, can he continue to send bodies to the morgue in solo showdown? If so, how will you induce fear and mayhem on the battlefield? Will you have Buster suit up in his Kevlar vest and use his movie projector to pull his opponents closer to him? Or will you have him wear both his utility belt and his Kevlar vest to provide some heals on the battlefield while tallying up a high victim count? Knowing your personal playstyle preferences will also be important when you select a gadget, 2 gears, and a star power. Not sure? Don't worry. I have you covered on Buster's playstyles and his best associated Power Level 11 budget build. But before we make gadget, gears, and super decisions, we need to understand more about his Brawler class and its playstyle. It's important to review this so that we can make smart choices that have a synergy with Buster's class's strengths and/or offset his weaknesses. Let's get started. Buster's class is Tank. Tanks have a large amount of health, so they can take a hit or two. They are strong in close encounters, particularly against assassins, but are weak against damage dealers. As a gamer, if you enjoy being in the center of chaotic battles, soaking up damage like a sponge, a tank will be a great choice as your main. Buster has an interesting basic attack and lens flare, firing movie projector beams in a forward cone that ends with a 45-degree spread. Buster has a strong normal range attack that can hit hard and go through multiple targets. This attack does variable damage, with more damage the closer the target is to Buster. And if you follow my recommendation on Buster's budget Power Level 11 build, you'll be pulling opponents towards you to help maximize damage as well as keep them from running away. For Buster's gadget, I recommend Slow-Mo Replay. This gadget pulls any opponents within range back into his movie projector's beams. This gadget can help finish off an opponent and make a difference in if they become a victim or survivor. I recommend damage and speed for his gears. Damage gives Buster's movie projector some extra bite, and speed helps Buster close the distance when in bushes. These gears have a strong synergy with Buster's build and supports a lurk and surprise attack approach on the battlefield. And for Buster's star power, I suggest Kevlar Vest. This star power is instrumental in keeping Buster active in claiming victims, gaining immunity to knockbacks, slows, and stuns when his super montage is active. This star power can be clutch in many situations. When utilizing Slow-Mo Replay and Kevlar Vest, you have a versatile and strong build that allows Buster to not only soak up damage, but also dish it out. This build complements Buster's strengths as a tank while reducing his weaknesses. As of Season 32, Buster doesn't have a hypercharge. Even without a hypercharge, it's very easy to see why Buster is a fan favorite. Buster's other playstyle and approach would be to equip his utility belt and try to provide a bit of heals. With this playstyle, you would select utility belt for his gadget, damage and speed for his gears, and Kevlar Vest for his star power. Technically not a bad build, but not as strong as using Slow-Mo Replay for his gadget. Overall, here is my strategic recommendation on tactical gameplay combat with Buster for solo showdown matches. I suggest an initial push for power cubes to build both your damage and health, knowing that you can lock down the battlefield, especially when lurking from the bushes. You'll want the backing of extra damage and health to take full control of the match. You'll utilize your gadget, Slow-Mo Replay, in an offensive approach to pull opponents towards you, giving you an opportunity to do additional damage before they exit your weapon's range. Your super montage can be used offensively or defensively. My suggestion is to determine the combat encounter you are up against and then hold strong to using your super accordingly. Offensively, if someone is attacking with high damage, fire off your super to reflect the damage back to your opponent. Defensively, when coupled with your star power Kevlar Vest, time the use of your super to avoid the effects of knockback, slows, and stuns. A well-timed super with Kevlar Vest can be a game changer. Recharging Buster's super is variable depending on the range to the target. He can recharge his super in as quick as 3 attacks. However, since it's variable based on distance, it typically takes 4 to 5 hits. And finally, learn and practice attacking using manual aiming while on the battlefield. Auto-aim is not suggested when playing Buster. Fortunately, Buster's attacks have a bit of spread to it, allowing for a bit of aiming variance. Auto-aim can be occasionally used in certain combat situations, primarily during point-blank range. To summarize, Buster's best power level 11 budget build is centered around asserting himself as the dominant brawler on the battlefield with a tank playstyle. You'll want to use slow-mo replay for Buster's gadget, damage and speed for his gears, and Kevlar vest for his star power. Buster currently doesn't have a hypercharge as of Season 32. Following this build recommendation, you'll turn the battlefield into a scary movie gone bad for all brawlers who dare to take you on. Your dominance will not only be felt, but respected as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Brawl Stars, Masterclass in Combat Buster. Let me know your thoughts or opinions on Buster. Considering how fun he is to play, is he your main? If not, why not? And what do you think of his Chainsaw Massacre themed skin? Please like and subscribe. Let's brawl.